Dr. Stuart McGill, a spine expert from the University of Waterloo, once said, "Your posture is your movement signature. It tells the story of how well your spine is supported." And for so many people over 60, that story quietly shifts without them noticing.
The shoulders round forward, the neck leans down, and the back curves until standing tall starts to feel like work instead of habit. It begins with a little stiffness in the morning or a twinge after sitting too long. But over time, that slow slump steals more than good posture.
It limits how deeply you breathe, how well your blood flows, and even how confident you feel moving through the day. The hopeful part is that poor posture doesn't mean permanent damage. It simply means your postural muscles, the small, deep ones along your spine, shoulders, and neck have gone dormant.
The good news is that they remember exactly how to support you once you wake them up again. And all it takes is 5 minutes, a sturdy chair, and a bit of focus.
So wherever you are right now, sitting on the couch, at your dining table, or on the edge of your bed, sit tall. Place both feet flat on the ground and get ready to reset your body.
By the end of this short routine, your back will feel longer, your chest will open naturally, and you'll breathe easier without even thinking about it.
Let's begin with the foundation of your shoulders, the gateway to opening up the entire upper body. When they return to alignment, everything else starts to follow.
1. Shoulder reset.
Look around in any cafe, waiting room, or park bench, and you'll notice the same pattern: rounded shoulders, a curved back, and a head that leans slightly forward.
For most people over 60, this posture becomes almost automatic. It starts with hours of sitting or reading. Then slowly, the chest muscles shorten. The shoulder joints rotate inward, and the upper back muscles, especially the trapezius and rhomboids, weaken. When that happens, the spine loses its natural alignment, making it harder to breathe deeply or even digest properly. What many don't realize is that this gradual rounding doesn't just change appearance, it also affects circulation and lung function. When the chest collapses forward, the lungs can't expand fully, reducing oxygen flow to the brain and muscles. Over time, this can lead to fatigue, sluggishness, and that constant heavy feeling in your upper body. To reverse this, we begin with a simple movement that reawakens those postural muscles. Sit on the edge of your chair with both feet flat on the ground. Imagine a string gently pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Now, roll your shoulders backward in a slow circle and stop when your chest feels open but not strained. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold for 10 seconds as you feel the space between your shoulder blades narrow slightly. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this 5 times. As you do this, notice the gentle heat building between your shoulder blades that the trapezius and rhomboid muscles reactivating. You may also feel your chest lift and your breathing become easier. Within a few days of practice, you'll notice that sitting tall no longer feels forced. It becomes natural again because those supportive muscles are waking up to their original job. The biggest mistake older adults make with this move is overcorrecting, pulling the shoulders too far back or lifting them toward the ears. That creates tension in the neck instead of alignment. Keep the shoulders low, the chest softly open, and the motion calm. Remember, good posture isn't a pose. It's a balance between strength and relaxation. For an advanced variation, interlace your fingers behind the chairs, backrest, or behind your lower back if the chair is solid. As you inhale, draw your shoulder blades together, opening the chest wider. Hold that position for 5 to 7 seconds, then slowly release. This version deepens the stretch across the chest muscles while gently training shoulder mobility, especially helpful if you spend long hours sitting or reading. Here's something fascinating. Research from the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that opening the shoulders for just 2 minutes a day increased lung capacity by up to 15% in older adults. That extra oxygen helps improve energy, focus, and even mood throughout the day. It's not just posture, it's your breathing and circulation coming back online. So, when you finish this first move, take a slow breath and notice how your chest feels lighter and your head naturally aligns with your spine. That's your body remembering its original blueprint. Now that your shoulders are open and active, it's time to move higher to your neck, the pathway that connects your posture directly to your brain and balance. 2. Neck mobility.
When posture starts to change with age, the neck is often the first area to suffer. The head naturally begins to lean forward, sometimes just a few centimeters, yet that small shift multiplies the weight on the cervical spine by nearly 5 times.
What follows is a familiar cycle stiffness in the morning, tension headaches, shoulder pain, or even a sense of imbalance while walking. Many people assume this is just aging, but it's mostly a result of limited mobility and weak support muscles in the neck and upper back. The neck holds a delicate responsibility. It supports the head, protects arteries that carry blood to the brain, and guides our sense of balance. When the muscles around it tighten or weaken unevenly, the blood flow to the brain becomes less efficient. And even simple tasks like turning your head to cross the street or look over your shoulder can feel restricted. The good news is that gentle, consistent movement can restore that flow and keep the cervical spine supple. To begin, sit tall on your chair with both feet planted firmly on the ground. Relax your shoulders and take a deep breath. Slowly turn your head to the right until you feel a mild stretch, not pain, along the side of your neck. Hold for 5 seconds, then return to center and repeat on the left side. Next, gently tilt your head toward one shoulder as if trying to touch it with your ear. Hold again for 5 seconds before switching sides. Finally, lower your chin toward your chest and feel the stretch along the back of your neck. Breathe slowly through each movement, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Repeat the full sequence 2 or 3 times. After a few rounds, you'll notice a light warmth around your neck and a deeper sense of relaxation through your shoulders. That circulation improving and tension leaving. Many seniors report fewer headaches and better focus after adding this exercise to their routine because the increased blood flow delivers more oxygen to the brain. A common mistake is moving too quickly or pushing beyond a comfortable range. The neck is full of small, sensitive joints that respond best to slow, mindful movement. If you feel dizzy, stop, rest, and make sure your eyes stay level with the horizon during each turn. Over time, these careful rotations strengthen the stabilizing muscles and improve coordination, key for maintaining balance and preventing falls. For an advanced version, pair each turn with controlled breathing. Inhale as you rotate to one side. Exhale as you return to center. This synchronizes muscle activity with your diaphragm, improving both stability and oxygen delivery. Recent research from Kyoto University revealed something remarkable. Even short daily neck rotations can boost blood flow to the areas of the brain that control balance and focus. After just 2 minutes of gentle movement, older adults showed noticeably sharper attention and steadier posture throughout the day. That's the quiet power of giving your neck the motion it was designed for. When your neck regains its freedom, everything above and below it starts to realign. The shoulders relax, the head lifts naturally, and every breath flows easier. Now that the upper chain has loosened, it's time to move lower and open the chest, the center point that connects posture, confidence, and deep, restorative breathing. 3. Chest opener.
Take a moment to notice your posture right now. Are your shoulders slightly forward? Is your chest a little tight?
That small curve may seem harmless, but over time, it locks your breathing and makes you feel older than you are. When the chest closes, oxygen flow drops and the muscles along your spine weaken. That's why your back feels tense after sitting too long. Your body is quietly asking for space. Let's give it that space back. Sit tall on your chair, both feet flat, spine long. Now, place your hands on the sides or backrest of the chair. Inhale slowly as you draw your chest forward and upward, almost like you're proudly showing off the badge on your shirt. Keep your chin level with the floor, neck relaxed, and shoulders low. Hold for 5 seconds. Then exhale gently and return to neutral. If you feel the stretch across your chest perfect, that's exactly what we're after. You might even sense a subtle warmth under your collarbone. That's blood returning to muscles that haven't moved freely in years. Don't rush it. Give your body time to remember how this openness feels. I always tell my patients, when your chest opens, your breath follows, and when your breath follows, your mood lifts. Now, be mindful of a few common missteps. Don't force the motion by arching your lower back or pushing your ribs out too far. That puts pressure on the spine instead of stretching the chest. Keep your stomach lightly engaged. Think of holding a soft balloon in your abdomen and let your shoulders stay down. Ready for a little challenge. Clasp your hands behind your chair or behind your lower back. Take a deep, slow breath in. Straighten your arms gently and feel your chest widen as air fills your lungs. Hold for 6 seconds. Then exhale with control, letting your shoulders melt downward. Try this 3 times. You'll be surprised how much taller you feel by the last one. There's an interesting detail I often share in the clinic. A study from the Tokyo Institute of Medicine showed that chest-opening exercises like this can improve lung efficiency by nearly 12%. That means your body uses oxygen more effectively, your brain stays sharper, your muscles recover faster, and even your heart works a little easier. By now, your chest should feel lighter, your breath smoother, and your shoulders naturally aligned. We've reawakened the front of your body, the part that holds confidence and energy. Next, move to the core, the silent stabilizer that protects your spine and keeps you steady in every movement. 4. Core activation.
When posture starts to weaken with age, it's rarely just about the back. The real issue often lies deeper in the core.
Your core isn't just the stomach you see in the mirror. It's a network of muscles that wraps around your torso, working like a built-in belt to stabilize your spine. When it's strong, your back feels supported, your balance improves, and even your breathing becomes easier. But when it weakens, everything above it starts to sag. Years of sitting, shallow breathing, or relying on arm and leg strength alone can cause the deep abdominal muscles to fall asleep. Over time, the spine loses its support, and the lower back takes on all the strain. That's when the stiffness, fatigue, and dull aches begin. Let's bring those muscles back online. Sit near the edge of your chair, both feet flat on the floor. Place one hand just below your ribs and the other on your lower belly. Inhale through your nose and feel the lower hand rise slightly. As you exhale, draw your belly button gently toward your spine while keeping the shoulders relaxed. Repeat this breathing pattern 8 to 10 times. You might notice a soft tightening beneath your navel. That's your transverse abdominis waking up the deep stabilizer that keeps your posture steady from the inside out. I always remind my patients, if your breath is calm and steady, your core is working. Now let's make it a bit more active. On your next inhale, lift your right knee 2 inches off the ground. Exhale and lower it slowly. Then repeat with your left leg. Do this for 5 rounds on each side. The movement looks simple, but you'll feel your lower belly working to keep your balance. That gentle shake you might feel, that's your body relearning control. A few common mistakes: don't hold your breath, don't suck your stomach in too hard, and don't lean backward. Keep the motion natural. This is about coordination, not force. The goal is to help your breathing and posture move together again. For a small challenge, hold a cushion between your knees while repeating the same movement. The inward pressure activates the inner thighs and pelvic floor muscles that quietly assist your spine every time you move or stand. When they strengthen together, your balance improves almost automatically. What's happening inside your body is fascinating. Each controlled exhale increases pressure inside the abdomen, creating a natural cushion that supports the lumbar spine. Research published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that just 10 minutes of seated core breathing a day reduced spinal strain by about 20%. That's a simple, powerful way to protect your back without leaving your chair. After a few days of practice, you'll start noticing real change. Standing up feels easier. Your back doesn't ache after sitting. Even your breathing slows and deepens. That's your body remembering its original rhythm. Strength and stability working quietly together. Now that your foundation is active and strong, we can finish where posture begins and ends the head and neck. Because even a solid core can't help if the top of your spine is out of line, let's bring everything into balance with one final move, the chin lift. 5. Chin lift.
When your head leans forward, even slightly, the weight on your neck multiplies. For every inch the head moves out of line, the cervical spine feels as if it's carrying 5 extra kilograms.
That constant tension is what causes the tightness at the base of your skull, the dull ache in your shoulders, or the crackling sound when you turn your head. Over the years, this forward head posture doesn't just make the neck stiff. It compresses the upper spine, restricts blood flow to the brain, and even shortens your breathing. But here's the good news, it's reversible. The neck and upper back muscles still remember their original alignment. They just need a little coaching to find it again. Sit tall on your chair with your shoulders relaxed. Imagine a string gently pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Take a slow breath in. Then, as you exhale, tuck your chin slightly as if you're making a small double chin. Hold for 5 seconds, then lift your chin just until your gaze meets the horizon. Repeat this motion 8 to 10 times. You should feel a gentle stretch in the back of your neck and a light activation under your chin. That's the deep cervical flexors doing their job. Again, these small muscles are your posture's hidden heroes. They stabilize the neck, reduce strain on the shoulders, and even improve how efficiently blood flows to your brain. I often tell my patients, the way you hold your head determines how the rest of your body stands. If the head sits too far forward, the entire spine compensates by rounding. But once you lift the chin correctly, the spine straightens naturally, and the chest opens without effort. Avoid forcing the motion. Don't tilt your head back or jam your chin into your chest. Keep the movement subtle and smooth, like a slow nod of confidence. The goal is alignment, not strain. Once you're comfortable, try the advanced version. As you lift your chin, slowly open your chest and draw your shoulders back. Inhale deeply, hold for 5 seconds, then exhale as you return to neutral. Do this 3 to 5 times. You'll feel an immediate sense of space along your spine, and even a small burst of energy that's oxygen rushing to muscles that have been compressed. For years, few people know that maintaining upright head posture can improve reaction time and balance. A study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that older adults who practiced chin lifts daily for 4 weeks improved their postural stability by nearly 30%. Better balance means fewer falls, steadier walking, and a more confident presence overall. Now, take one final breath. Lift your chin gently, eyes forward, shoulders open. Notice how your entire body follows the chest expands, the spine lengthens, and your breathing deepens without trying. That posture was restored, from head to heel. You've reawakened your shoulders, released your neck, opened your chest, strengthened your core, and lifted your head into alignment. In just 5 minutes, you've reminded your body how to stand proud again, not stiff, but strong, balanced, and free. And if you'd like me to show you a full morning routine that builds on this, combining these posture moves with light flexibility work, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment below, because the journey to staying upright, active, And confident after 60 has only just begun. So now you've completed the 5-minute chair routine, a small daily habit that can quietly transform how you move and feel. You began by resetting your shoulders, waking up the muscles that pull your body upright. Then you restored motion to your neck, releasing the stiffness that had been slowing circulation to your brain. You opened your chest, allowing every breath to reach deeper. You activate your core, the belt that protects your spine and steadies your balance. And finally, you realigned your head, giving your entire posture a center again. Each movement may seem simple, but together they reshape the way your body carries itself. With regular practice, you'll notice subtle changes. Your breathing feels fuller, your steps lighter, your back less tense by evening. That's not just flexibility returning its energy flowing freely again through muscles that had forgotten how to cooperate. Remember, good posture isn't about holding yourself rigid. It's about harmony, letting your body stack the way it was designed to. 5 minutes a day is enough to remind your muscles of that harmony. Over time, it becomes instinctive. You'll catch yourself sitting taller, walking steadier, and breathing without effort. And if you'd like me to guide you through a longer version of this sequence, one that adds stretching for the hips and gentle balance training, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who spends too many hours sitting, and subscribe for more routines that help you stay strong, centered, and confident at any age. When you take care of your posture, you're not just changing how you look, you're changing how you live. So tomorrow morning, before you start your day, grab a chair, take a deep breath, and give your body 5 minutes to remember what standing tall truly feels like.